Facebook.com/WakeUpCallDT here inside of the Cafe Cubal Studios. Cafe Cubal located on 3501 James Street, 208 North Townsend Street, 401 South Salina Street, all in Syracuse, as well as in downtown Syracuse inside of Golisano's Children's Hospital, right there down the road from the Dome. And, of course, you can find them on 343 Fayette Street in Manlius, New York, and their newest location and first ever drive-through location at the corner of Route 11 and Taft Road in North Syracuse at Sweetheart Corners. So make sure you head out to Cafe Cubal today and warm yourself up, as it's a little bit chilly and it's pumpkin time. So you can get pumpkin spice chai, get any one of your coffees, as well as their delightful desserts and their breakfast sandwiches, as well as everything they offer throughout the day. And my favorite sandwich to get during the day, the Upstate. So make sure you go out and get that at any one of the Cafe Cubal locations today. It is my honor and my privilege to say that on my birthday of October 21st, the American Athletic Conference not only had some news, but some fantastic news that I'm so ecstatic about, so excited about, and so much looking forward to. I have seen the American go through so much. I've seen them have to struggle. I've seen them struggle in ways that other conferences, God willing, will never have to go through. And that pain of just trying to navigate through realignment in a way that was so difficult. And seeing them go through everything that they've had to go through gives me more and more of an appreciation of all the work that they put forward and everybody working behind the scenes to help bring the American to life and the dissolving of the Big East for football, as well as keeping it alive. So, we go back to the 2012 time. We see Syracuse leave. We see Notre Dame leave in all sports except for football, because football, they're independent. We see Pittsburgh leave, and then eventually we see Louisville leave the year after that. And the American Athletic Conference is left with Temple, who was just reemerging, just coming back in, UConn, as well as South Florida and Cincinnati. Those were the schools that were left. And as I've said before, it would have been easy for Mike Oresco to just give up. It would have been easy for him to just say, you know what, we're done. It's not going to work out. We only have 4 schools. There's no way that this is going to happen for us. He could have laid down. He could have given up. He could have said that it was over. And he did the opposite. He built a conference out of nothing. And to do what he did, to get them to 12 for football, to get them to 12 for men's and women's basketball, and then to just lose UConn recently, and then find out that the Big 12, who I thought they could maybe took from them instead, flipped the script and took Houston, took UCF, took Cincinnati, and Cincinnati and UCF, their 2 best football programs as of recent history, taking them away. What's the American going to do? They're left with 8 schools in football. And how are they going to navigate through this? They do have, teams that I respect and appreciate, and, that I consider them all notable for their own reasons throughout history. Some struggling now, but maybe didn't struggle a couple of years ago, and vice versa. But, my appreciation for SMU, for Tulsa, for South Florida, for East Carolina, Temple, Memphis, Navy, and Tulane, and then Wichita State for everything else outside of football, and what the Shockers have done throughout history, including making the 2013 Final Four with Louisville, Michigan, and Syracuse down in Georgia in the old Georgia Dome. So what were they going to do from here? How are they going to navigate? How are they going to resurrect? How are they going to rise again like a phoenix? It's one thing to ask this conference to rise once through everything that they had been through, but to rise again was asking them to do, to some people, what they considered the impossible twice. Yet they did it. They found a way. And it is my honor and my privilege to cover this conference, my honor and my privilege to see what they fought through to be where they are today. And so with that being said, I now proudly bring to you these wonderful 6 schools that have taken the American, who once was 3, and then was 4, and then was 12, but then was 11, and then was 8, but now is 14. Somehow, some way, the American Athletic Conference has risen to its biggest membership yet after being rated multiple times. And in such a big way, 2 times, they've found a way to resurrect not only once, but twice. So with that being said, I proudly welcome these opening addresses from each of the representatives that will be joining the American Athletic Conference as 6 schools find their way into a conference that I respect and appreciate so very much. So I start off the conversation sharing these from the press conference we had on my birthday. First one up, University of Alabama at Birmingham, who most of you know as UAB. The Blazers, Associate Vice President and Director of Athletics, Mark Ingram, in his opening address in joining the American Athletic Conference.
Certainly, we're grateful for the opportunity and thrilled to be joining with the other 5 members who you've mentioned this morning, all great colleagues of ours and people we have a tremendous amount of respect for. I want to thank our president, Ray Watts, our chancellor, St. John, and our board of trustees who have been so incredibly supportive of all the work that we've done. We've had tremendous success here in Birmingham with our community, our community leaders, our city, our county. It's just been a fantastic renaissance here in the city of Birmingham, and we could not have done it without so many people behind us and supporting us. As you know, we have built or renovated 23 facilities in the last 6.5 years, culminating in our most recent project, which is Protective Stadium, where we now play football in what we consider to be the finest college football stadium in America. And so we're thrilled about the partnership and the opportunity to compete as an A6 member and join you, Mike. And so thank you again, and to your board of directors. We have had a plan to be successful, and we've told our student athletes many times that our intention is to provide the experience that they are receiving in athletics and have that match what they are getting in the classroom at UAB. And it's a fantastic institution, a world-class medical research university, and one that we're very proud of and the city of Birmingham is proud of. So we appreciate this opportunity, and thank you.
That coming once again from Mark Ingram of UAB in his acceptance address. You know, you could almost call it in the announcement that the University of Alabama at Birmingham, aka UAB, the Blazers, will be joining the American Athletic Conference in all ways as a full member. And that coming from the Associate Vice President and Director of Athletics, once again, Mark Ingram. Second up on the docket here is from Rice University, and I'm very proud to welcome to the show this opening address from Joe Karlgaard, Director of Athletics, Recreation, and Lifetime Fitness at Rice, as Joe gave his opening address in association with joining the American Athletic Conference. And this is what Joe had to say about the Rice Owls becoming a part of the American.
It's great to be here with everybody today. Really appreciate the opportunity to talk to you. Today is a great day for Rice Athletics. Since the breakup of the Southwest Conference 25 years ago, we've aspired to align ourselves with other institutions based on academic values, geography, and tradition. And the opportunity to join the American Athletic Conference checks all 3 boxes. We couldn't be more excited to join the current and new members, both in competition and collaboration. The future is indeed very bright. I'd like to thank a few people for their contributions to today's historic announcement. From Rice, our president, David Lebron, whose engagement in this process and commitment to supporting our aspirations helped make this possible. The chair of our board of trustees, Rob Ladd, who communicated his excitement for our future to the conference leadership, and indeed our entire board of trustees and our athletics advisory group, who played a significant role in this as well. Our staff, our student athletes, our supporters who have worked every day to put us in position to accept this invitation. We are the 17th ranked institution in the country, according to U.S. News and World Report. We're a member of the Association of American Universities. We have one of the largest endowments in college athletics in FBS. And we've won 25 conference championships across 12 different sports over the last 8 years. So we think we bring a really well-rounded profile to the American Athletic Conference and will fit very well with the other 13 members. And then from the American Athletic Conference, I'd like to really thank Commissioner Oresco and his staff for their enthusiastic support and great communication. All of the athletic directors from the current AAC and those here with me today, I thank you for your commitment to excellence. And we look forward to working with you to build upon the terrific reputation of this conference.
And that coming once again from Rice University, as we hear from the Director of Athletics, Recreation, and Lifetime Fitness, Joe Karlgaard, after he and the university accepted joining the American Athletic Conference as a full member back on my birthday, October 21st, and the opportunity that I now have to share with you in a full piece so you get to know each of these schools. Next up is North Texas. North Texas, University of North Texas, Wren Baker, the Vice President and Director of Athletics. This is what Wren had to say in his opening address of joining the American Athletic Conference and being a part of its incredible history.
And on behalf of President Smotress, let me just say this is an exciting time for the University of North Texas. UNT has been on a continuous growth trajectory, and this is another step in that process. We are experiencing academic growth, over 42,000 students, which is up 4% just this year, and we're one of the top largest public research institutions, R1 institutions in the country. We've also had tremendous athletic growth. 4 of our top 5 years in terms of winning percentage, when you look at all of our sports, have occurred just in the last 5 years. So we believe this is a great opportunity to join the American Athletic Conference, which clearly has established itself as a Power 6 conference. And we're so grateful to Commissioner Resco and to the ADs and the board of directors in the American for extending the invitation and giving us this opportunity. The American Athletic Conference is showing that it wants to invest in institutions who are willing to invest in themselves. And that is something we've prioritized at North Texas, and it's something that we'll be prioritizing as we make this transition. Lastly, just let me say I'm thankful to our donors and our fans. They've been so instrumental in helping UNT increase its profile in recent years, and we can't wait to start to make the transition, get a timeline established, and make sure that not only are we coming into a league with many accomplishments behind us, but that we have a transition plan that's going to allow us to come in and be immediately competitive and contribute to the history of success that's been established.
Very awesome to hear from North Texas there, and a fantastic address, as we've heard so many wonderful addresses this morning. Wren Baker giving his Vice President and Director of Athletics from the University of North Texas, saying that the American has well established itself as a Power 6 conference, which I agree with. Next up that we have here, we have the other 3 schools, as we have 6 schools that are joined. I'm going to give you 3, take a fast break, and come back with 3 more. So coming up right after this fast break, I'll have the opportunity to share with you words from representation of FAU, Vice President and Director of Athletics Brian White. You also hear from University of North Carolina at Charlotte, UNC Charlotte's Mike Hill, who's the Director of Athletics, and Elisa Campos, the Vice President for Intercollegiate Athletics at the University of Texas at San Antonio, aka UTSA. That's all coming up on Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora as we celebrate 6 schools who announced they're joining to the American Athletic Conference, joining the American Athletic Conference, made that announcement on my birthday of October 21st, an awesome birthday gift that I had no idea I was getting. And I am so very happy that this morning I get to share words from their leadership as they get set to join one of the best conferences that I have ever seen in my history. People that I very much appreciate and respect, led by Mike Oresco, who has definitely been a huge part of a lot of the work that I've done over these last few years, and I appreciate him so much, as well as Bernadette, Chuck, and the entire team at the American Athletic Conference. We'll take a step aside for a fast break and be back with more addresses from the rest of the schools who made the decision to join the American.
Cafe Cabal Mobile Cafe brings the cafe experience to you. We'll roll out to your neighborhood or office, ready to serve our locally crafted espresso bar to our loyal patrons. Inquire at cafecabal.com. Cafe Cabal, coffee for the soul.
Hi, this is Amy from Mother's Cupboard, home of the whole frittata. We are open daily 6 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. For takeout orders, call 315-432-0942 and tune in to Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora for our monthly food challenge and try our Wake Up Call signature menu item available 7 days a week. Here at Mother's Cupboard, we are Central New York, and it's our honor to serve you.
Ma and Pa's Kettle Corn and Popcorn Factory, located on 201 7th North Street in Liverpool, is home to over 40 flavors with more than 200 flavors in their total wheelhouse. Sky's the limit for this sweet and savory Central New York company. Keep it local at your parties, fundraisers, wedding showers, baby showers, and more by calling 315-450-MA-PA. That's 315-450-6272 for popcorn bars with custom flavors and colors at your upcoming event. Make sure to visit them on 201 7th North Street in Liverpool, New York. And for more information, go to maandpassnacks.com. Ma and Pa's Kettle Corn and Popcorn Factory. How corny are you?
Here at Progressive Dental, we understand the importance of regular dental visits and preventive care. Cleanings and checkups are essential to good oral health. We have multiple locations in the southern tier, so come visit us in Binghamton, Enwell, Kirkwood, Montrose, and Norwich. For self-pay non-insured patients, we offer the Smile Plan, which covers all of your cleanings, x-rays, and exams for an affordable yearly price. Call 607-754-2273 or 607-754-CARE to make an appointment today. For more information, visit our website at progressivedentalny.com.
The Millhouse Market, located on 3790 New York 13 in Pulaski, New York, is worth the drive every time. Make sure you make your way out there Tuesday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. and on Sundays from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. as they are there for you with their general store, their drive-thru where you can grab your food and go right at the window, and their indoor dining. The Millhouse Market, second to none with their homemade breads, desserts, quinoa bowls, rice bowls, salads, brick oven pizzas, and the awesome sandwiches named after the families that helped to settle today's Pulaski. Ingrained in our community and ingrained in our taste buds, the Millhouse Market is truly a remarkable place nestled right here in upstate New York that you have to take the time to go out and see. 3790 New York 13 in Pulaski, New York. Head out to the Millhouse Market. Worth the drive every single time. With that being stated, here on Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora, where sports meets that thing called life, we are here inside of the Cafe Cabal Studios. And Cafe Cabal, located for you on 3501 James Street, as well as 208 North Townsend Street and 401 South Salina Street, all in Syracuse, New York. And, of course, in downtown Syracuse, inside of Galisanos Children's Hospital, minutes from the Dome. And you can find them out in Manlius at 343 Fayette Street. And, of course, at their newest location and their drive-through location at the corner of Route 11 and Taft Road in North Syracuse, a.k.a. Sweetheart Corners. Inside these Cafe Cabal Studios, sharing with you the 6 schools that made the decision to join the American Athletic Conference. And for every single one of them, I think it'll be a good one, and I hope it will be, for each and every single one of these institutions. You've heard from representatives of UAB, Rice, and North Texas. It's now time to hear from FAU, Florida Atlantic University's Vice President and Director of Athletics, Brian White, and his thoughts of joining the American Athletic Conference for the FAU Owls.
will echo the themes of my prior two colleagues. It seems like a theme of gratitude and excitement. So that's where we are. I have more than a few thank yous to run through here. First, I want to thank the president and athletic directors in the American Athletic Conference, as well as Commissioner Mike Oresco. Also, there are many that have contributed to our success at Florida Atlantic that have gotten us to this point. I want to start with our president, Dr. Kelly, our board of trustees, both current and former board of trustees members. We have an incredibly engaged, great board of trustees that really helps this university and helped us get to where we are. We have an extremely generous donor base and want to thank our donors in our community, the Paradise community, specifically the Schmidt family. Our current athletic coaches and staff, we have a great team at Florida Atlantic. I don't think I'd trade our group of coaches for any in the country. So just very grateful for the people we have on our staff, but also our prior coaches and staff. It's been we've built something special here at Florida Atlantic that we're all very proud of. And there's a lot of people that led into that. So I want to recognize my predecessor, Pat Chun, as well as Lane Kiffin, and most importantly, Coach Howard Schnellenberger built this program with very, very high ambitions. And I think ambition is something that is a theme here at Florida Atlantic University. There's many more that I'm sure I'm not going to get to, but then I want to transition to congratulate my fellow colleagues on this call. I know, as Mark mentioned, we all have a ton of respect for one another, and I'm just thrilled to know all of you. So congrats to my fellow colleagues, and like others have said, this is a tremendous opportunity for FAU for a number of reasons. In particular, I think what excites us most is we take very seriously. We all use the term front porch for athletics departments to be the front porch of the university and continue to help the university grow and be great. And we see the brand exposure within the American Athletic Conference as being a tremendous opportunity for an ever improving university. But also the academic profiles of the institutions in this league is something that's very exciting for us. Next, I would just say that, we are, FAU has a laundry list of things that I could read off to show how great of an institution we have become. I will just say that we have, by many metrics, we are the fastest improving university in the country, and we are the most diverse university in the state of Florida. We have one of the largest colleges of business in the state of Florida. We have a tremendous wealth amount of this community. I hear anecdotally, as many billionaires as any place in the world per capita. It's a really special place to be, and we are, like I heard Mike Hill say at Charlotte, our university is growing with our community and our athletic department as well, and vastly improving. We've had 2 conference championships in the last 4 years on a football front. We also have a very fertile recruiting ground, so we definitely think that we have a lot to bring to the table as well. But most importantly, we're just incredibly grateful to be on the call and very excited about this incredible opportunity. Thank you.
That coming once again from FAU, being excited about their addition to the American Athletic Conference, coming from Brian White, Vice President and Director of Athletics for the Owls. Next, coming up here in their acceptance of being one of 6 schools joining the American Athletic Conference to give them their largest space ever to have 14 schools when it comes to football. Incredible. All of these schools are going to be full-time members, and Navy, of course, is a football member only, and Wichita State is a member of everything but football. Everybody else is a full-time member, including these 6 schools coming in. Next here to have some time with is Mike Hill, Director of Athletics at the University of North Carolina at Charlotte. This is what Mike Hill had to say as representative of UNC Charlotte and the 49ers following the news that they will be joining the American Athletic Conference as well.
Thank you, and it's a pleasure to be here. And again, to echo Mark's remarks, it's wonderful to join our 5 colleagues here who have so much respect for. This is an exciting time for our institution and for our athletic program. And on behalf of our Chancellor, Dr. Sharon Gaber, and the chair of our board, Susan DeVore, we just want to thank everyone who was involved in this in this process. We're grateful certainly to Commissioner Mike Oresco. Mike and I have known each other for a long, long time, back to our days when I was in the SEC at the University of Florida, and he was at CBS. And I've always admired the job that he has done and this league has done in constructing itself in a way that has been a major player on the competitive landscape, no question about it. So we're thankful for this opportunity. Charlotte is one of the fastest growing cities in the country, and this university mirrors our city. We talk about it a lot as an emerging brand in an exploding market. Our university is now the third largest in the state, second largest undergraduate enrollment. And during the pandemic, we have set enrollment records. We've had record freshman classes the last 2 years. We have over 30,000 students now. 80,000 alumni live within an hour of the city, and 150,000 living alumni. So this is an institution that is on the rise. It's the fastest growing in the state. Over the past decade, it's been responsible for almost 40% of the entire UNC system growth and enrollment. So we feel that our athletic program is mirroring the growth of our institution academically and represents all that this place is about. We talk often here at Charlotte about gold being the standard. We're 49ers, and gold is the standard. And we feel that this affiliation with the American is certainly going to elevate our program and provide a platform for us that we can really tell our story and allow our student athletes to compete at the highest level. And we're just grateful for that opportunity. So thank you again for the opportunity.
And that coming from Mike Hill again, saying thank you again for the opportunity there, as the University of North Carolina at Charlotte has made the decision to join the American Athletic Conference as a full member, and one of 6 schools that decided to join the conference there. That coming from the Director of Athletics, Mike Hill. And finally, last but not least, Lisa Campos, Vice President for Intercollegiate Athletics at the University of Texas at San Antonio, aka UTSA, gives her thoughts on bringing the Roadrunners into the American Athletic Conference.
I don't know if it's easier or hardest to go last, but want to echo the sentiments. Today is a great day, and we could not be more happy to be celebrating this wonderful news today. Like the others, I would like to take an opportunity to thank Dr. Amy, the UTSA president, for his unwavering support of UTSA athletics and really understanding the importance of athletics and what it can do to an institution. Also want to acknowledge our athletic staff, our coaches, and especially our over 350 student athletes who have really believed that UTSA will be San Antonio's nationally recognized Division I program, and they continue to work very hard day in and day out to make that a reality. As you can imagine, this has been a very exciting and busy development. And like the others, would like to recognize and thank Commissioner Mike Oresco for the way you've led this, for the way you've communicated through this. It's been great getting to know you, and look forward to working with you, the rest of the staff at the American, and the other ADs. Since I arrived at UTSA almost 4 years ago, I recognized that we were something very special was happening, not only with athletics, but also with the university. We are a very young institution, and we are a very young athletics program, but we have accomplished much. Let's just take a look at our football program that is only 11 years old. We've appeared in 2 bowl games. We are ranked 24th in the nation. So just imagine what the next 11 years will look like for UTSA. We share with the American our bold strategy for improving our athletic facilities, beginning with our $40.5 million Athletic Center of Excellence that we just opened in August, and there's definitely more to come. Just like the others, we're really excited for the opportunity that by joining the American, we will continue to raise our academic and athletic profile while continuing to build a strong national brand. Of course, through the television agreement, we will increase our visibility and our exposure. And it was really important to maintain a strong presence in Texas, where most of our alumni reside, and where we not just recruit student athletes, but also recruit the general student population. I do want to just mention briefly a little bit about UTSA as an institution. We are committed to excelling in all that we do, and the aspects of our growth and momentum match what's happening with the rest of the institution. We just recently launched our largest comprehensive campaign in program history. We are a very proud Hispanic serving institution where we recruit dreamers and doers ready to change the world. And as San Antonio's largest university in the second largest city in Texas, we are home to over 35,000 students. We look forward to welcoming our new partners to San Antonio, which is Military City, USA, and is very much known as an NCAA championship city. So again, thank you so much to Mike and to the board for recognizing and believing in UTSA and the value that it will bring to the American Athletic Conference. Thank you.
And that coming once again from Lisa Campos of the University of Texas at San Antonio, aka UTSA, as their Vice President for Intercollegiate Athletics. I want to thank Lisa Campos, Joe Karlgaard, as well as Joe Karlgaard of Rice, Wren Baker of North Texas, Brian White of FAU, Mike Hill of UNC Charlotte, and Mark Ingram of UAB for taking time with us this last few days to speak on the decision to join the American Athletic Conference, which I'm very honored that each of these schools have made the decision to do, and I think it'll be a great decision. So with that being said, truly happy about what's to come, including coming up this week, you will get from this call that we had with the schools and with the American Athletics Commissioner, Mike Oresco, you'll get Mike's response to my question to him, as well as Wren Baker of the University of North Texas and Lisa Campos of the University of Texas at San Antonio, giving their thoughts to me. So excited for the first time ever to speak with Lisa Campos and speak with Wren Baker, and of course excited to have Mike Oresco once again. And then later on this week, on Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, Mike Oresco, the Commissioner of the American Athletic Conference, will be joining me for a far more extensive conversation on the addition of these 6 schools, of the schools that are leaving, and of the ever-changing world of collegiate athletics, and to dive even deeper into the current happenings of the American Athletic, including bringing in the schools UAB, UNC Charlotte, FAU, North Texas, Rice, and UTSA, and why they truly are the perfect fit for the next chapter of the American Athletic Conference, and so on and so forth. So excited for all of that coming up this week. We'll take a step aside for our final fast break inside of the Cafe Kubal Studios and wrap things up for you from here on Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora right after this. In these unique times, there are those in our community that give us a sense of normalcy and positivity. Pizza Man on 50 Oswego Street in Baldwinsville has been here for you for over 35 years and is here now. Call 315-638-1234 or order online at pizzamanbville.com to bring those familiar tastes into your home. And remember to come see our monthly on-site broadcasts centered around the community and our Baldwinsville Bees. Pizza Man in Baldwinsville. Any way you slice it, they are always here for you.
This is Jimmer Sikowski, owner-operator of Chick-fil-A Cicero, 7916 Brewerton Road in Cicero, right in front of the Home Depot. I had a deep feeling that God wanted me to do something bigger with my life and to help people, help others. I kept putting Chick-fil-A in my life, and I realized as I was going through the franchise selection process that positively impacting the lives of others was really core to what we do here at Chick-fil-A. First of all, it starts with the food. The food is brought in fresh daily. We bring in local produce. We prepare to order in the kitchen. We hand bread our chicken. We hand spin our milkshakes. It's great food. It doesn't taste like fast food. I think the second thing is the way people feel when they come in a Chick-fil-A restaurant. It's different. We try to treat people with intentional kindness here, which is very different and deeper than good customer service. And so Now, I think it feels remarkable for most people to come in a Chick-fil-A restaurant. And then lastly, the impact that we try to have in the community is very different. It's a big part of the expectation of every operator of a Chick-fil-A restaurant is that they're actively engaged in their community, they're a leader in the community, and they're making a difference. When they realize that what we're striving to do is to shine a little light in their life, that's a very, very different experience than you will have at any other quick service restaurant. And it's that remarkable experience that I think people will emotionally connect with.
I'm George Townsend of Honda City with some good advice when buying a new car. The true cost of owning a new car is determined by the appraised value when you trade it. No vehicle appraises higher than a Honda. Next, look for low APRs and deep discounts. You also want low maintenance costs and great fuel economy. That's why my advice to you is to buy a new Honda. Looking pre-owned, visit our Honda Certified Used Car Center. Honda City, 7140 Henry Clay Boulevard, Liverpool, or HondaCity-CNY.com.
It would be a pity if you don't shop at Honda City.
Our corporate purpose at Chick-fil-A is to glorify God by being faithful stewards of all that's entrusted to us and to positively influence all those who come in contact with Chick-fil-A. And what became increasingly clear from our success in Cicero is that people love Chick-fil-A. And also I think we recognized that, we had a great opportunity to grow the brand and grow our platform. I felt incredibly grateful when I was selected to be a Chick-fil-A operator. I think what it's meant for me, what I've come to realize on a very deep level is that this is a calling for me. It's not a career. It's not a job. The Lord called me to be a Chick-fil-A operator and to use these restaurants to glorify Him and to positively influence other people. I'm blessed. I'm very blessed.
Head to Chick-fil-A Clay on 3974 State Route 31 in Liverpool, New York. Welcome back here to Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora inside of the Cafe Kubal studios. Happy to be here with you on Wake Up Call on Facebook.com/WakeUpCallDT, Facebook.com/LiveNowDT, and on YouTube.com/WakeUpCallDT. You're also listening to us on MixLR.com/WakeUpCallDT and on the homepage of WakeUpCallDT.com. So thank you so much for connecting with us, however you connect with us every Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Time. I truly appreciate it so very much. And, of course, once the show goes live, you can check us out in our archives. Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora on Stitcher, TuneIn, Podbean, iHeartRadio, iTunes and Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Spotify, and MixLR by searching Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora or one word, Wake Up Call DT. And a proud thanks to all of our Central and Upstate New York partners, Cafe Kubal, Carvel DeWitt, the Wildcat Sports Pub, Ma and Pa's Kettle Corn and Popcorn Factory, Progressive Dental, Avicoli's, Canine Camp Dog Daycare, Chick-fil-A Cicero and Chick-fil-A Clay, Canine Campground Dog Boarding, Pizza Man, the Lemoyne College Dolphins, Millhouse Market, Honda City of Liverpool, PB&J's Lunchbox, Victory Sports Medicine and Orthopedics, and Mother's Cupboard. And, of course, we are proudly the multimedia marketing partner, the exclusive multimedia marketing partner of the Lemoyne College Dolphins. And we ask you to make sure to go to LeMoyneDolphins.com to get more information. You can also go to the Lemoyne tab on WakeUpCallDT.com for all of our past shows, AD and DT, as well as Dolphin Dive, and our special with the president of Lemoyne College, Linda Lemura. And you can check all of that out at the Lemoyne tab on WakeUpCallDT.com, and more information on the Lemoyne Dolphins, of course, on their website, LeMoyneDolphins.com. Wake Up Call is also the multimedia marketing partner of the Marywood University Pacers. Pacer Pride can be found every single month on Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora. And in the month of October, where we started officially our multimedia marketing partnership back on October 1st, you had the opportunity of getting to know Executive Director of Athletics Pat Murphy a little bit better. And on the heels of the men's and women's basketball seasons getting started off with practice on October 15th, You got to see Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora live on site, on location, sitting in the Hall of Fame room with women's basketball head coach Jen Carlton, as well as men's basketball head coach Enrico Mastriani. Find out more from the Marywood Pacers at marywoodpacers.com, and of course by going to the Marywood tab on wakeupcalldt.com that will have our special with Enrico Mastriani, Jen Carlton, Pat Murphy, as well as the composite schedule for all games coming up and everything going on with the Marywood Pacers. This has been Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora. You are awesome, incredible, and remember your worth. Folks, everybody has worth. Everybody was made from God, and everyone is a truly special gift to this world. Love yourself, love each other, and be good to each other. I thank you so much for watching and listening today. I want to thank my incredible guests of Rob Drummond and Jerome Smith. I want to congratulate Sean Tucker on 1,000 yards once again, being the first to do it since 2012 when it was done by the incredible Jerome Smith, and paving his way with his own number like the incredible Rob Drummond. I also want to give a big shout out and a big thanks to all of the wonderful schools that are joining the American Athletic Conference. Once again, giving many, many thanks to all of the wonderful people that had the opportunity to join and made the decision to do so and joined us for their opening addresses. Mark Ingram, the Associate VP and Director of Athletics at UAB, Mike Hill, the Director of Athletics at UNC Charlotte, Brian White, the Vice President and Director of Athletics at FAU, Wren Baker, the Vice President and Director of Athletics at North Texas, Joe Karlgaard, the Director of Athletics, Recreation, and Lifetime Fitness at Rice, and Elisa Campos, the Vice President for Intercollegiate Athletics at the University of Texas at San Antonio, aka UTSA. Have a fantastic day, folks. Find us on Facebook at WakeUpCallDT, Twitter at CallDT, and Instagram at WakeUpCall_DT. And of course, always on WakeUpCallDT.com and on YouTube.com/WakeUpCallDT. God bless. No stress. Do your best. I appreciate you all, and I'll talk with you soon. Be well.